How about this headline, True Seeker? 33,000 Boeing union members begin first strike on company in 16 years, 2 days after 9/11. And, what is it about 33,000 Boeing union members beginning their strike on Friday the 13th? Remember what happened 33 years before 2001? That was the year 1968. That was the year Boeing debuted their jumbo jetliners. And remember, all the planes on 9/11, the supposed planes, were all Boeing. Now, again, 33 years before 2001, Boeing debuts the jumbo jetliners. George W. Bush graduates from Yale and Skull and Bones, and that's interesting because the founder of Boeing was also a Yale grad and likely a member of the same secret society. Remember, in 1968, 911 was also made the national emergency dialing code. That was also the year World Trade Center construction began in New York. Don't forget, Boeing's located in Seattle, and the man who designed the World Trade Centers was a Japanese American living in Seattle. Japan, kamikaze pilots, 9/11, they called it the New Pearl Harbor. The New York Jets had their only Super Bowl winning season in 68, just like 9/11, and then the Patriot Act, and then the emergence of the Patriots as the greatest football team there ever was. It's funny because it was a New York Jet who sacked Drew Bledsoe, number 11, like the World Trade Centers look like an 11 in New York, the 11th state, but Drew Bledsoe played college football in Washington State, where Boeing is, and the designer of the towers, and Magnus and Klemenkic Associates, one of the main architects on the World Trade Center project. From sea to shining sea, Seattle to New York, one big ritual for an entire nation. 2001: A Space Odyssey came out in 68. Again, all these things 33 years before the big day. The lead hijacker, Mohammed Atta, born in 68. Timothy McVeigh, who committed the worst act of terrorism in U.S. history before 9/11 and who was sentenced to death and put to death 3 months before 9/11. He was born in 68. Let's not forget Joe Biden's counterterrorism legislation passed on Governor Keating's birthday 68 days before Oklahoma City happened, because as we all know, terror equals 68, as does Seattle, Washington, where Boeing is. And they also said the Quran code was discovered in 1968, and it says the Quran's based on the number 19, going with your 19 hijackers, which was 19 years before 2020, the year of COVID cooties 19, when coronavirus was coined in 1968, same year fentanyl was approved. But it's funny because in the article, they say it's the first strike for Boeing in 16 years. And funny enough, when you spell out 16, it's even another 33, going with 33,000 union members going on strike. Again, it's just all high ritual. Everything you've seen about Boeing in this past year that's tanked their stock price and exited the CEO, it's all been by the numbers. I mean, did the door even really come off a Boeing plane, or was that just purposeful market manipulation so that the fat cats know when to get out, and then they also know when to hop back in, Buy low, sell high. Stories like this contribute to the game. All right, True Seeker, we'll leave it there for now. And until next time.